Hello, everybody. Welcome back again. This is going to be a short talk on some of the questions I very frequently encounter when it comes to using the loops to remove a broken file. So, to get to the bottom of this topic, the first and foremost thing that you have to understand is almost always there will never be a situation where you will be able to get the file out with a loop only. It will most of the times require some assistance of an ultrasonic tip. But then, just in case if you have removed a file exclusively with just a loop only, it means it was one of those really straightforward cases, and the chances that you will run into these cases very frequently is going to be rare, unless and otherwise the file has virtually just fallen into the canal and not broken inside the canal. If it is a broken file inside a canal, the amount of engagement expected is going to be quite high. The commonest indication for using a loop in a case of broken file retrieval is when the broken fragment is about 3 millimeters or more. This information can be obtained either using a CT scan or can be visually ascertained with experience. So, when the file fragment that is broken is 3 millimeters or more, what we would experience during the procedure is we would see that the fragment is constantly moving around but refusing to come out of the canal despite the constant agitation with the ultrasonic tip. The reason for this is that all root canal spaces, at least the ones on the posterior teeth, are multiplanar. When I say multiplanar, it means that they are constantly curving buccolingually and mesiodistally along the entire length. So if a broken file is long enough, it is binding on to the root canal space at every single point throughout the whole length of it. So unless and otherwise you cut the dentine around the file entirely, the file is not going to come out. So that's the amount of dentine that has to be sacrificed every time a broken file has to be retrieved. At the end of the procedure, the tooth is not going to be viable in the long run because of the structural compromise. This is exactly where a loop comes into play, where some amount of the file is freed from the dentinal wall with an ultrasonic tip and it is grasped carefully with a loop and guided on its way out. So now coming to the next commonest question that is asked when it comes to removing a broken file. It is, I grasp the file with the loop and pull, but my loop snapped. So the only answer to this question is very simple. The file may be loose and may be dancing around, but it is not loose enough yet for a loop to be used. In this case, you need to free up the file a little more and then go back inside, grab it carefully with a loop and tease it out. And another tip I have to offer is make sure at least you have a couple of millimeters of the head of the file exposed circumferentially before using a loop to grasp it and pull it out. This is the pre-operative and the post-operative radiograph of the case that you've been looking at all the while. One last thing before I wind up. Never attempt a broken file retrieval procedure, for that matter, any endodontic retreatment without using a microscope. Any procedure has to be executed with a certain amount of predictability and not done banking on one's luck, which is the case when you're not using a microscope. I really hope you found this little talk useful and looking forward to catching up with you all soon. Thank you.